We've had to travel hours to get here. Over 3 hours, worth the wait, worth the travel. It's really good.
Good morning. I'm on the road this morning. We're heading back to Kulin. I'll link the last video that Ben and I did up there, and actually staying overnight in Kulin this time. So going back, hitting the water slide, and then hopefully finding dinner somewhere, maybe at the pub, I don't know, and exploring what else there is to do in the Kulin region. Stay tuned to find out what happens. I hope it's not as dangerous or as crazy as last video. See you then. Okay, so we're up in the Perth Hills at the moment. The next turn off here, oh, it's 210 kilometers, and then Corrigin Kulin, it'll be another 2.5 hours, 241 kilometers to go. That seems to be like, it seems like it's a quicker time than the last time Ben and I went. It just seemed to go on forever and ever and ever. Arrival time about 12:45, which is about time that the slide opens, but it opens at 1 o'clock on the weekends, and usually during the week as well, because they have to have more staff. One thing I didn't mention last time was the fact that I actually think I told this story to Ben off cameras, how Kulin ended up getting this mega slide from the Sunshine Coast, and it was the fact that a farmer had bequeathed $1 million to Sports and Rec in this small country town of, I think it's about 265 people. Like, there's not a lot of people in this town, and they surveyed the local kids and went like, what do you want? And normally you'd think, oh, it'd be a football oval or netball court or something like that, but nope. They suggested, I think a girl suggested that they wanted a big water slide, and they kind of priced them and went, oh, for $75,000 you get this tiny water slide. But they saw advertised on the Sunshine Coast was this 5-story slide for $25,000, and they decided that they're going to get the trucks over there, they're going to pick it up, they're going to cut it into pieces and then move it back, and it cost another $300,000 to resurrect it or re-erect it, but they did an amazing job, and that's 20 years ago now. So the slide, last time I tried it 2 years ago, it was in good condition. It was really smooth. It's not one of these slides, even though it's a really long slide, it's not one of these slides that feels like it's about to kill you. And the views from the top are just $1 million. Like, you can see all over town, you can see the red dirt. Yeah, you're not in Perth, and it's a great slide, probably better than any mat slide in Perth. Okay, we'll keep going on the road, and we'll keep you informed of what happens along the way. So we've been passing through mainly like scrubland, bushland kind of thing. We've finally hit the the more like the farmland is looking very dry at the moment. We were expecting to be in like the low 30s, but right now it is heading up to about 35 degrees. And for top, I think Perth's supposed to hit 38, Kulin's supposed to hit about 37. Last time I went to Kulin, it was 20 degrees, fairly chilly. It was lovely though, the sun was out, and we were really lucky because it had been raining. So Kulin is quite far away, like almost like a different weather pattern from Perth. Yeah, so it could be quite hot. There could be quite a few locals, even though school's gone back. Yeah, there could be quite a few locals there too. So I don't know, we've talked to the guys there, they're expecting us. We might explore town first and probably grab a bite to eat before we go to the water slide, but I hear there's a really good playground there, and I just want to get not the lay of land, because most things are going to be closed, but just see what's around. And then we also need to check into our room as well, so stay tuned. We're just coming up to Brookton. Last time Ben and I were here, there was some kind of medieval fair or something on in town. I don't think there'll be as much on in town. We might get lucky, who knows, but I think we're just going to get out and stretch our legs. Be in beautiful Brookton. This is the Brookton Highway, bro. Yeah, we just stopped off at Stumpy's, and just going through Brookton, like checking out the town centre. There's a little bit of activity around. There's a nice cafe deli that we could have gone to. There's the IGA's, looks open, yeah. And there was even an EV charging spot back there, so that's nice. like a top tier water slide out here in the middle of nowhere, and seeing this like fairly desolate landscape like right now, I'm getting those thoughts again. Still interesting ride. Corrigan's still ahead of us, and then Kulin's beyond that. It's still about an hour 15 to go, so looks interesting. Weather's pretty warm out there, so it should be perfect for hitting the pool and going down the slide. Okay, we're just coming up to Corrigan. We've got about 60 kilometers to go. Well, it's about 60 kilometers to go to Kulin. It is about 12:30 at the moment. The dog cemetery is that away. Oh, that's the cutest dog cemetery ever. So yep, we're coming up to Corrigan, and in 28 kilometers we have to turn off to the Corrigan-Kulin road, and that is where we'll see the Tin Horse Highway come. Yeah, interesting. What a cool little town that was. 100 kilometers. We're coming up to a corner. Kulin or Lake Grace. Wow. Lots of choices there. Tin Horse Highway, baby. We're 24 kilometers to go, and we haven't seen any tin horses. Have they disappeared? I don't know. Like, we are actually officially in the Shire of Kulin now, though. So, okay, tin horses ahead. Hey, there's the water slide as well. So there's some plain cricket, and there's a big one there, and that's the one of the water slide just there. When you go into town at the aquatic facility, the water park there, they actually do have like a cow shooting down a water slide, kind of. It's pretty cute. But yes, hopefully we'll see some more. We have 2.7 kilometers to go to the turnoff, so that's pretty exciting. Kulin is 5 kilometers away, and I think what we'll do is we'll walk around town, see if anything's open, and then we'll maybe check in first and then head to the pool, because the slide's open till 5 p.m. The pool and the slide are open till 5, so we're not necessarily in a rush. And right now it is in the 30s. It's a lot warmer than last time I was here, and I've been told the little park, like for kids, like some of those things are pretty cool to check out too. So yeah, there's not a lot in town. Like, I do know the IGA closed 11:30, and on Sundays it's only open for 1 hour, so you got to get in there quickly. Okay, here we're coming up to Kulin, and it'll be a turn off to the left. We're back in Kulin, looking at the Kulin Hotel, which is now like the community hub, but next to it are the motel units, which I think we'll probably be staying at. So let's have a look at that. So that's the motel units, and that's the old classic pub there. There's also a couple of cafes here which look very close. There's Acres of Taste, and then the Kulin Woolshed. And over here on the left, toilets, and there's also like park facilities and stuff too. Nice little information center here, like that's where we're going. Oh yeah, that's actually got a cover over it now. That's weird. And a bit about the RV park, garage, okay, museum. Wave Rock isn't too far away from here. We're not going there today, of course. And they also have the horse races here. It's very cute. They're adequate toilets in there, but they also have a shower. It says the hot water lasts for 3 minutes. They're free showers, so go visit their businesses and give them some dosh. They've done a really good job beautifying the place. There's a cute little playground with covered area, so that's pretty good. And there's a bigger playground just around the corner here. The Kulin cultivator. That's the story of the water slide just there. See a BMX track, and you can hear all the kids screaming over at the water slide. We can see the queue at the top. It's not too long, but here are the only people we can hear in town are coming from over at the aquatic facility at the water park. We're just driving around in the air conditioned cover because it's about 1,000% humidity at the moment. We're going to go past the pool area and maybe just up this road a bit and see what's up there. Lots of cute little statues around town. That's what the horses are doing there. Surfing. Oh, that's a wave. It's like a tin wave there. That's pretty cool. There's a horse with a beer, maybe, or to the bush races. It's a sign, and then there's the water slide there. That's the only thing in town at the moment that's slightly busy. And football. Oh, look at that one. Cool. There's the golf course just there. Oh, very clever. They had a couple of ray guns. The famous Australian breakdancer are over there in their horse uniforms, so it was pretty cool. Heading back into town, we're going to try and see how big town is, drive to the other end of town, and by the time we do that, the hotel room should be ready and be able to get changed and head to the pool. Getting Norman Bates Motel vibes here. That looks very much nicer than that. There's some units there and some units over there. That's the old part of the hotel. These look a bit newer. Hopefully we're in there. So we're in room 21. Get the aircon cranking. Oh, it's on. Ooh, nice. Oh, okay, got it. So there's one big bed, and that's fairly big, and one little kind of single bed right next to it. Oh, there's some really 70s kind of, wow, we got radio. That's classy. Oh, and there's the light switches there. Hopefully they still work. It's a good sign, and there's, I suspect that's for trying to get Foxtel and things. Oh, wow, this is pure 70s. That's a very interesting look. Beautiful, wow, tiles. You got all kinds of orange happening. That's pretty cool. Look, it's a room. It's a good price. Yeah, I approve. Good job. I'm getting Brady Bunch flashbacks just opening it. Wow, there's no top. Oh well, that's one way to do it. Oh, little fridge. See if there's anything in the fridge. No, it's empty. The 80s called it wants its fridge back. What's in here? Oop. Okay, and there's a little kettle and toaster there too. Okay, we're just driving over. We've gotten changed. We're just driving over. Apparently it's $4.50 to enter for adults to enter the pool area, which is amazingly cheap, and then $10 for slides. So let's do this. So the slide's been operating for about an hour and a half. Fingers crossed some people have gotten tired of it. Maybe they're having a rest, and I don't think the queue will be too long, but you never know.
Wow, that was cool and refreshing. There's a good crowd here, but they're pumping them out, not leaving much gap, but you can hear voices all around you. When you look down, you can just see like 3 layers of people going down the slide. A mat spinning around and around. This is a great drink. You get the strawberry, watermelon, I'm sure there's lots of other flavours. And you got these sundaes here, which is perfect. And the view at the moment over on our right side, I mean, there's the change rooms over there. There's the kids kind of pool area over there, which is well shaded. And of course, way over here is the amazing water tower. Slide tower. You're not going to see anything like this for 4 hours from around here. That, in fact, in WA, this is the longest regional water slide in Australia. So it is amazing. Come out to Kulin and experience this. It's worth it. Yeah, it's been so good. I'm looking forward to the hotel stay tonight. I think we might have a bit of a rest before dinner. Dinner apparently at the pub starts at 6:15, not 6 o'clock, 6:15 sharp. So we'll just finish off up here. We'll finish this lovely drink. Maybe go for another ride in the slide, and then we'll get out of here and head back to the hotel. Wow, we had an amazing time there this afternoon. We did go back for a couple of last rides on the big water slide. Now, Jonesy was just calling last slides as we left, and they're so sociable there. Their sense of hospitality is just amazing there. Like they remembered me from last time. They're really welcoming, and you just tell everyone was having lots of fun. And interesting thing he said was there were a lot of people from out of town. Like there were probably 30 locals, but there would have been another 50 or 100 people from other towns. So what a cool thing to have in your town. A town of only like 250 people. Crazy. Okay, we're having a shower, and then we're going to hit up the pub, see what the food's like. It looks like one of those classic country pubs. It's really quiet here. Like it's so quiet, but it's so good as well. When can I move here is what I'm asking. We'll catch you a little bit later on. That was some dinner. We're all full up now. I think we'll have to walk that off. It's still warm though. It's like almost 8 o'clock at night, and yeah, So good morning, welcome back. It's the next day. We've stayed in a very nice 70s hotel room. It's very nice and clean. It does look like it was developed in this, or made in either 70s or 80s. Like, look at that brickwork there, that looks kind of 80s, but it's such a weird design. That wall there just had a shower, and the bathroom is definitely looking like it's from the 70s. But we ordered the $10 breakfast, which is like a continental breakfast, and it gets you the following things, obviously cornflakes, and then there's also bread and stuff too. So fairly basic breakfast, but it is it's very cute. Should hopefully keep us going while we're on the road, and hopefully we'll get a coffee somewhere as well, so we'll keep you posted about that, and we'll say our last goodbyes to Kulin. It's a lovely town. It is beautiful. I want to move here right now. It's really small, but it's very clean, and everyone we met has been really friendly. And you forget, like, I lived in the country for many years. You forget what country people are like. They'll introduce themselves to you. They'll find out why you're here. And I think it's fairly common for people to go, oh yeah, we came here for the water slide. 4 hours or three and a half hours in Perth. Yeah, of course you did. Okay, so we'll see you on the road. So we've just cleaned up, double checked, make sure we didn't leave anything left inside. It was a good hotel room, and this is what we're seeing. It's warm already. There we go. Everything is, there's a breakfast room where you can get your breakfast from, but otherwise it's looking very quiet here. No cafes open. Goodbye, Kulin. Oh, it's a drive-in. If you look out over there, it's a building with many windows, so it's the old drive-in. I don't know where the screen is. The screen would have been around here somewhere, but there it is. There's a building there, and it has like 4 or 5 holes at the top. And that's obviously for where the projectors were, and maybe there was a kiosk or a cafe bar down the bottom. So cool. This is the side of their old drive-in. Okay, we're back in Kulin, yeah, and it's famous for its dog in a ute. And if you check out the petrol station on the left of the servo, they have a dog in a ute on top of the service station. Okay, we've just had the most country experience ever. It was this place here, the Mallee Tree Cafe and Gallery. The sign said kind of like, well, it's not open on Sundays. But the one of the guys who runs the place saw that we were outside looking around, goes, oh, what do you guys want? And we said, I said, like, would like coffee. He goes, yeah, no problem. So he opens up just for us. And we've got this really cool, like, coffee cup or mug here, which is all about exploring the wheatbelt. So it's such a cool little thing to do. And such a country experience. The fact that, someone would open up just for you. Just because they happen to be in, and yeah, that was pretty cool. Very impressed by that. Courage and New Legends. You got to support the Mallee Tree Cafe and Gallery. Back on the road, and we might try and go through onto the Great Eastern Highway. So we're going to cut north through Kulin. So of course the road got really narrow, and then there was like a truck and 2 buses. There was a Pinnacles, like a tourist bus coach, and that we think is going to Wave Rock. And then there was a West Rail bus, which is going to Esperance. So, and there is a West Rail bus that goes to Kulin. If you ever want to catch public transport to Kulin, that would be a way to do it. Just coming into to the south of Kulin now. That there is the old Goldfields Road, which means we are very close to Canada now.
I spent quite a few years in Cunderdin, about 10 years in Cunderdin, 5 of which were on a farm, which is not too far from here. I do miss living on a farm, but I would never want to be a farmer. That's a very tough gig. So we're heading up towards Cunderdin, and Cunderdin has a few things to see, like there's the museum there, which is really good. The east-west train line does go through Cunderdin, but now it goes through the far side of town. In the old days, when you go visit the museum, you learn that the rail line actually went through like the middle of town where the highway is now. And of course they have an Edamoga pub. It's one of the few left. There used to be one at Morley. There used to be one at Aussie World on the Sunshine Coast, but that is differently themed now. So there's one here in Cunderdin, and then there's also one, I think, in New South Wales somewhere. Okay, next stop is Meickering. This is the home of the big earthquake in 1968. They've had some earthquakes recently, and someone I follow on Facebook, I think it is Magnitude Sweets. It's just a lolly shop, a candy shop in Meickering, and it's just there. For some reason, they have a picture of Tiger Woods in the window. Should be very interesting. Okay, that was pretty cool. Very well themed shop. I got some Hubba Bubba gum. I haven't seen that since the 70s. Some fruit tingles, like the ones that Steve won at the King Carnival, and then also some Canada Dry to drink, because it's very hard to get that in Perth. So very, very excited. It's a cool little shop. Open 7 days a week. Magnitude Sweets here in Meickering. One of the things here that you can visit, you can see in Meickering, is the giant camera. The giant camera is actually a museum for cameras, and it's just in front of me here. Probably seen better days. It's got an interesting collection of cameras inside. There we go. Okay, this is probably the last stop before we get to Perth. This is Baker's Hill, and one of the really cool things we've just seen here is this truck thing has venomous snakes in it. So very interesting, but let's get some pies from Baker's Hill. Well, we did it. We came back. We're back in Perth a couple of hours later. We had a fantastic time. I'd forgotten about the hospitality of country folk. Everywhere we went, everyone had a story to, engage us, or to, they always want to know who you are, where you're from, what you're doing, kind of thing. And the fact that you go on the Kulin slides is always impresses everyone. It was a great trip. I really enjoyed that. Kulin is the best town ever. The people at the pub, or the community hub, were great. The Jones and the staff at the pool were amazing. And every place we went to along the way, Magnitude Sweets, the Baker's Hill bakery, great food, great people. You got to go to the countryside, guys. You got to check things out, especially the Kulin water slide. Okay, that's all from me. Time being, I'll catch you next time. See you then. Bye. Internet access. Look, they have internet access. Wow. No bull about that one. CWA. Yeah, it's a very pretty little town. Shame this is not our destination.